Hello, friend. Thank you for joining me again today as we continue our journey to read the Bible in 1 year. Today we are in the book of Job. We'll be studying chapters 24 to 28. And as usual, I will just read the Bible to you. I will not interpret it for you. I will not discuss its meaning or understanding because it is the living Word of God. And depending on your maturity in Christ and your current situation in life, the same verse can mean very different things to each of us, and that is the way it is supposed to be. So I don't wish to tell you how to understand it or how to hear it because that's God's place, not mine. So I simply read it to you, and I hope that you have about 15 to 20 minutes to spare, and that's all this will take. It'll just be me on the screen, so if you want to wash your dishes, cook your lunch, whatever you want to do, that's easy to do while I'm talking. I just wish to share the Bible with you. And if this video blesses you or you enjoyed it, please click a like on the buttons below. Consider subscribing to the channel so you'll get a notification every day when my video pops up, and you will be able to read the Bible with me in 1 year. Many people never read the whole Bible their whole lives, so this will help you get it done in 1 year, only 15 minutes at a time, and I hope that you enjoy it. All right, here we go. Job 24. Why, seeing times are not hidden from the Almighty, do they that know him not see his days? Some remove the landmarks, they violently take away flocks and feed thereof. They drive away the asses of the fatherless, they take the widow's ox for a pledge. They turn the needy out of the way. The poor of the earth hide themselves together. Behold, as wild asses in the desert, they go forth to their work, rising betimes for a prey. The wilderness yieldeth food for them and for their children. They reap every one his corn in the field, and they gather the vintage of the wicked. They cause the naked to lodge without clothing, that they have no covering in the cold. They are wet with the showers of the mountains, and embrace the rock for want of a shelter. They pluck the fatherless from the beast, and they take a pledge for the poor. Of the poor. They take a pledge of the poor. They cause him to go naked without clothing, and they take away the sheaf from the hungry, which make oil within their walls, and they tread their wine presses and suffer thirst. Men groan from out of the city, and the soul of the wounded crieth out. God layeth not folly to them. They are of those that rebel against the light. They know not the ways thereof, nor abide in the path thereof. The murderer, rising in the light, killeth the poor and the needy, and in the night is as a thief. The eye also of the adulterer waiteth for the twilight, saying, No eye shall see me, and disguiseth his face. In the dark they dig through houses, which they had marked for themselves in the daytime. They know not the light. For the morning is to them eve, even as the shadow of death. If one know them, they are in the terrors of the shadow of death. He is swift as the waters. Their portion is cursed in the earth. He beholdeth not the way of the vineyards. Drought and heat consume the snow waters, so doth the grave of those which have sinned. The womb shall forget him, the worm shall feed sweetly on him. He shall be no more remembered, and the wickedness shall be broken as a tree. He evil entreateth the barren that betroth not, and doth not good to the widow. He draweth also the mighty with his power. He riseth up, and no man is sure of life. Though it will be given to him in safety, whereof he riseth, whereon he resteth, yet his eyes are upon their ways. They are exalted for a little while, but are gone and brought low. They are taken out of the way as all other, and cut off at the tops of the corn. And be it not so, who will make me a liar, and make my speech worth nothing. Job 25. And then answered Bildad the Shuhite, and said, Dominion and fear are with him, and he maketh peace in his high places. Is there any number of his armies, and upon whom doth not his light arise? How then can man be justified with God? And how can he be clean that is born of a woman? Behold, even to the moon, and it shineth not, yea, the stars are not pure in his sight. How much less that is a worm, and the Son of Man, which is a worm. Job 26. But Job answered and said, How hast thou helped him that is without power? How savest thou the arm that hath no strength? How hast thou counseled him that hath no wisdom? And how hast thou plentifully declared the thing that as it is? To whom hast thou uttered words, and whose spirit came from thee? Dead things are formed from under the waters, and the inhabitants thereof. Hell is naked before him, and destruction hath no covering. He clencheth out of the north over the empty place, and hangeth the earth upon nothing. He bindeth up the waters in his thick clouds, and the cloud is not rent under them. He holdeth back the face of his throne, and spreadeth his cloud upon it. He hath compassed the waters with bounds, until the day and night come to an end. The pillars of heaven tremble and are astonished at his reproof. He divideth the sea with his power, and by his understanding he smileth through the proud. By his spirit he hath garnished the heavens, and his hand hath formed the crooked serpent. Lo, these are parts of his ways, but how little a portion is heard of him, but the thunder of his power, who can understand? Job 27. Moreover, Job continued his parable and said, As God liveth, who hath taken away from my judgment? The Almighty, who hath vexed my soul? All the while my breath is in me, and the Spirit of God is in my nostrils. My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit. God forbid that I should justify you. Till I die, I will not remove mine integrity from me. My righteousness I hold fast, and will not let it go. My heart shall not reproach me as long as I live. Yet mine enemy be as the wicked, and he that riseth up against me as the unrighteous. For what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he hath gained what God hath taken away his soul? Will God hear his cry when trouble cometh for him? Will he delight himself in the Almighty? Will he always call upon God? I will teach you by the hand of God that which is in the Almighty, which will not conceal. Behold, all ye yourselves have seen it. Why then are ye thus altogether vain? This is the portion of the wicked man with God, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is the sword. If his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread, those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widow shall not weep. Though he heap up silver as the dust, and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver. He buildeth his house as a moth, and as a booth that the keeper maketh. The rich man shall lie down, but he shall not be gathered. He opened his eyes, and he is not. Terrors take hold of him as waters. A tempest stealeth him away in the night. The east wind carried him away, and he departeth, as the storm hurleth him out of his place. For God shall cast upon him, and not spare. He would fain flee out of his hand. Men will clap their hands at him, and shall hiss him out of this place. Job 28. Surely there is a vein of the silver, and a place of the gold where they find it. Iron is taken out of the earth, and brass is molten out of the stone. He setteth an end to darkness, and searcheth out all perfection, the stone of darkness and the shadow of death. The flood breaketh out of the inhabitant, even the waters forgotten by the foot. They are dried up, they are gone away from men. As for the earth, out of it cometh bread, and under it is turned up as it were fire. The stone of it are places the stones of it are the place of sapphires, and it hath dust of gold. There is a path which no fowl knoweth, and which the vulture's eye hath not seen. The lion's whelps have not trodden it, nor the fierce lion passed it by. He putteth forth his hand upon the rock, he overturneth the mountain by the roots. He cutteth out rivers among the rocks, and his eyes seeth every precious thing. He bindeth the floods from overflowing, and the thing that is hid bringeth he forth in light. But where shall wisdom be found? And where is the place of understanding? Man knoweth not the price thereof, neither is it found in the land of living. The depth saith, it is not in me, and the sea saith, it is not with me. It cannot be gotten for gold, neither shall silver be weighed for the price thereof. It cannot be valued with gold or ophir, with the precious onyx or the sapphire. The gold and crystal cannot equal it, and the exchange of it shall not be for jewels of fine gold. No mention shall be made of coral or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies. The topaz of Ethiopia shall not equal it, neither shall it be valued with pure gold. Whence then cometh wisdom? And there is the place of understanding. Seeing it is hid from the eyes of all living, and kept close from the fowl of the air. Destruction and death say, we have heard the fame thereof with our ears. God understandeth the way thereof, and he knoweth the place thereof. For he looketh to the ends of the earth, and seeth under the whole heaven, to make the weight of the wind, and he weigheth the waters by measure. When he hath made a decree of the rain, and as a place for the lightning of the thunder, then did he see, and declare it. He prepared it, yea, and searched it out. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. All right, that is the end of today's reading. And anyone who's following along with me who does not have a Bible and would like a Bible, if you want to put a comment down below or send me a message at BibleStudyWithBetty@gmail.com, I will send you a Bible. All right, folks, thank you so much. I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow for day 11.